It's another Monday.
Is it that time already?
My goodness.
Sure is.
Me oh my. Who's that I hear? It's a Joe Sedlin. Say howdy, Joe.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Happy to have you in our town, but I hope you're ready to draw.
Draw.
That's what happens when you show your face in here on a Monday. Here in 10 paces, where we go head to head, drawing prompts, gunning for new points every weekend or every weekday.
Weekday, you cash them out on the weekends.
Ooh yeah, at the 10 Paces Casino.
That's right.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Not too bad. Staying cool in this hot summer day.
Ooh yeah, I did not miss Missouri weather.
No.
Yeah, it's not very fun.
How are you, Joe?
Oh, not too bad. Ready to do some drawing?
And drawing we shall do.
Well, if you're ready, might as well hop to it.
Yeah. Let's get to it. So,
All
our
right.
first prompt of the night is I would like you two to take a fairy tale and turn it into a sort of twisted Souls-like amalgamation of, horror and pain and, all that fun stuff.
Make it grimdark.
Yeah, make it grimdark.
And not only would you like this, but this one comes from Bastard Man over in the Discord.
Ooh.
Looks like you've got work share right off the bat. But I'm going to drop that Discord link in the chat. Everybody should come on in if you have something you want to see. There's a channel for that. But come, hang out, join the community.
Please do. I gotta move this Kirby a little tiny bit. He's a growing boy. Soon he will eclipse us all.
Everything is Kirby.
As it should be. Amen.
What if our universe is just the inside of a Kirby?
Oh man, I hope. That's a universe I want to live in.
Kirby, swallow better stuff.
Yeah, come on.
Be more discerning with what you eat.
That's what I always felt like with Monstro or being inside of like any big thing. It's like, just eat something good, please.
Then I look at my own diet and I'm like, nah, I get it.
Yeah, unfortunately. My gosh, it's been a bit. I can't find the timer. I got a timer going or ready, but I'll pop it up in a sec. Oh, it already popped up. Cool. All right, 30 on the clock. You guys ready?
Sure am.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, draw.
Oh yeah, let's get to it.
Not gonna lie, Kirby Forgotten Land on the Switch is a fucking 10 out of 10. I bet from what I played, it was fun. I didn't play a shitload of it, but that's just how a lot of games go. Tell me about it. 'Cause I love Kirby. One of the few tattoo ideas I had was Kirby.
Kirby in any particular way?
I was thinking of doing the Warp Star with Kirby on it, but where the JoJo Star tattoo goes.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a fun sort of amalgamation of the two.
That'd be really cool. Because my initial thoughts were not as fun or delightful.
What were your initial thoughts?
Well, obviously, a beehole tattoo.
Yeah,
Where, you make Kirby suck in.
that makes sense. I could
And
just
then
tattoo
basically
my
the same
face.
thing on the belly button.
I could just do
There
that
you go.
for my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine my
Be a real
face-
body modder.
Yep, with just Kirby right there.
And then you get a bunch of Botox and silicone implants, so your face puffs out into a big round orb.
Yeah, I'd have to go completely bald.
Oh yeah, but I mean it's
It'd be worth it.
you and become Kirby.
That's right. Well, I know last week you said, Travis, that you were going to a con. I assume you went to said con.
I'm back from said con, yeah.
Whoa. What sort of con was it again?
It's Convergence in downtown Minneapolis. A big sci-fi party con.
Hell
And
yeah.
so the parties are... I mean, I know partying's a part of every con, but at this one, they're a feature.
Right. It's one of the panels. Is how to throw a good party.
Might as well be. Like, there were three floors of room parties. And each room party had a different theme.
That's
And so there was like a Lord of the Rings one, some based off of like really obscure kind of sci-fi properties, like one that was really interactive based on a book series I had never heard of. And because, half the attendees are kind of old hats and have really niche interests, which is the point of a con. And so these people went all out. There was a Patty's Pub themed one, so I mean there's like a little something for everybody. It was a really, really great time.
Sounds rad as fuck.
Yeah, it was really cool. Spent not a small portion of my convention like working on my cosplay, because I had to not only finish it but also assemble it, and got it done to wear it for a couple of hours on Saturday.
Hell yeah. Totally worth it.
But I also didn't, go out on my way to not enjoy the con.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. The first night there, happened to line up with the first stop of Meg64's live show tour. So they were like 10 minutes south of where we were staying. And so I drove down there the first night
Hell yeah.
and got to see their live show, and it was really great. What was even cooler is that the next day at the downtown Target, I got to talk a little bit with Garrett Hunter from Meg64. And then I got to say hi to Rocco and Kevin from Meg64, who are also at the Target. If I had thought about it, like, Rocco was checking out and he was busy, so I didn't really get to chat with him much. But I wanted to bring up when he accidentally followed me on Instagram.
But you didn't get to?
No, it wasn't in the cards, but I did get a good chat with Garrett, and Garrett's really cool.
Has that
So that was...
has that been on your bucket list? Meeting them?
Like, meeting them, or?
Yeah.
More so as time goes on, because, like, I did get to... I had brief interactions with them at Game Days in 2015, but I was still very new to Meg64 and into that scene.
Yeah.
So I wasn't as familiar and as big a fan as I am now. But, I mean, it would have been... It's cool to talk to any of them, but Garrett's really neat, because, adult goth guy who just has, like, these really cool interests and does all of the, like, costuming and makeup work for the crew. And so, just a really neat guy who is doing really cool with very little for Mega 64 videos. By which I mean, like, he's making just these elaborate costumes out of, like, scrap rubber and cardboard and a little bit of gumption.
It's amazing what you can do with very little if you just try hard enough and know what you're doing.
Yeah. Like, I made a big worm this weekend out of a cat tube, fabric, and scrap cardboard, dowel rods, and it has a fully puppetable mouth.
That's so cool. Did you get any photos?
Yeah, and a little bit of video. I'll
Post them in the
be posting
Discord.
those. Yeah, I'll share them over in Deadman's.
You heard it here first, folks. If you want to see that, you gotta go over to the Discord.
So yeah, that was a really great trip. I'll be certain to touch back on other cool shit we did as we go on, but what have y'all been up to?
Joe?
Honestly, just been working a lot and trying to work on this little talent search I found out about, last month, or I don't know, a little bit ago. But it's for this comic company called Mad Cave Studios. So just been trying to put some stuff together for that. But yeah, that's
Awesome.
it.
It's pretty rad. I hope. What do you mean by talent search? Like you just put together
Like they-
a portfolio or something?
Well, they usually do a once a year thing where they find an artist, colorist, I believe, and then a letterer. And you do, for the artist, you do 3 sequential pages of an already established comic they have. So there's a comic called Nottingham, which is it's like Robin Hood mixed with V for Vendetta.
Oh,
So decided to go with that one. So yeah. And I'm not really sure what you do for the colorist or the letterist, but yeah, just kind of going for the artist job.
right. Hell yeah. Well, hopefully it goes well.
Then I'm hoping as well.
I just realized every time you enlarge Kirby, you make that smack a little bit bigger. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's a part of them. Let everybody know what he's working with.
I haven't been up to a whole lot. Been still playing 16, getting through that. I'd say I'm over halfway done. Probably 2/3, honestly. Like shit's ramping up. I'll say that.
Neat.
Yeah.
Now, I played not a small amount of 15. How does it compare?
I think the combat feels a lot more responsive. Oh yeah, I have played a couple other games. Sorry, I was reading chat. KO Trip mentioned a game called Dredge. That game's really rad. It's I spoke about it last week a little bit. It's a fishing game with like an eldritch horror kind of twist to it, where
nice.
when you're fishing, you'll fish up like really weird twisted fish and stuff, and you'll like talk to cultists, and there's a whole story with it and everything. It's good.
Neat.
How does 15 compare to 16? I like both of them. I think they're both. I can understand, having played 15, why they went the way they went with 16. The combat feels a lot more responsive, because with 15 it was all like holding a button, or holding the attack button or the dodge button, and like influencing how you would attack with like, directional inputs, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you get to switch weapons and stuff, and that changes everything. But it's a lot like that, where you switch between like different summon powers. And those change what abilities you have assigned. And then you have your general attack and magic, like projectile attack, that you can weave between those. And they all have individual cooldowns, so you can switch between forms depending on what you want to do.
neat.
Yeah, I think it's just a more refined version of 15s, and probably simpler in some ways and more complex in others.
And you're not mostly on a road trip.
No, I do kind of miss. 16 feels kind of weak in the party aspect. You'll have some characters stick around for a while, but it doesn't feel like you have a real true party of like 4 to 7 or whatever people.
Oh, yeah.
And you also, like 15 before the DLC, only control one character. I was hoping you'd be able to flip between characters.
Oh, yeah. Like, I love what they did with Gen 2, where you have, your party, but you get to... They brought up like the job system, so you kind of get a lot of customization there.
Yeah, I like the job system. You might like 12. 12 also used the job system. Well, it used a thing called the Gambit system, where it was essentially...
So the one with Vaughn?
Yes.
Don't believe society's lies or whatever?
Yeah, probably. I don't remember 12, to be honest.
I know it mostly through a Mega 64 video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably.
Because Sean dressed as Vaughn and just would repeat game dialogue to people because of how, I guess, repetitive it was in the game.
Wow.
And then he almost got beat up in a parking lot.
Yeah, fanboys don't fuck around.
It was actually just some redneck dad, and he was just walking there, and Sean walks up to him and is like, "Hi, I'm Vaughn from wherever," and he just takes an aggressive pose immediately and threatens to beat him up.
Jeez. We don't take kindly to your kind. Hello, fellow outlaw Nevins. How you been? How's anyone? Everyone.
Nevins is there at the con.
Oh, really? So Nevins can share some stories you may not want shared.
Maybe not that I don't want shared, but Nevins and I are now bonded through bodily fluid.
Oh my, it's a busy Saturday night.
A vague statement to just leave hanging in the aether like that.
Hey, I'll leave it hang all night. You're the one that has to explain that.
Yeah, it's a party con, so we had to party sit somebody, one of our roommates, and it was quite an eventful night.
Man, that sounds not like a great part of the con, but hey.
It was part of it, for better or for worse, but I got 2 hours of sleep tops that night, and it was the night right before setting out, and I'm like, why am I so sleepy?
Oh yeah, I was up very late. Did you at least get a hotel breakfast?
No, not that kind of hotel, but we were on site. Got coffee. I guess a really cool thing about this particular con is just how much they look out for the con goers. So they have a whole area with just free snacks for all attendees.
Yeah. Usually that's just for volunteers.
No, they make sure attendees are fed, there's hydration everywhere. It's such a thoughtful con.
I guess if you are going to be a party con, you might as well attend to the needs in that way.
Yeah, it's just very thoughtful,
yeah,
and honestly, that extends to Minneapolis as a whole. I mean, obviously, I only got a cursory glance of it, but it seemed to have a lot of community-driven incentives. It's a very, very clean city.
Huh.
and we were in the downtown proper, and it was just a very clean downtown. And I don't, know how far that extends, but compared to like St. Louis, which is just a very grimy city, it was very clean, very nice. We passed a church that had a free health clinic, which was wild because it was a church actually taking efforts to serve its community.
You really don't see that. It sounds like a good
Not out
city,
here.
honestly.
Yeah, it's very big. It was planned really well. The
Was it walkable?
streets and like the traffic, it was walkable. We
Oh
did
my God.
nothing but walk. It had adequate like facilitation for bike travel, and there's a skyway that runs a good chunk of the city, so that during the abysmally cold winters you can just travel indoors for a good portion of the downtown.
Yeah, just in your sky car.
No, it's just a walkable thing,
Oh, your sky Segway.
like between buildings. Yeah, take your sky scooter up there and scoot and toot, I guess.
Just imagine crop dusting everyone in there in the middle of winter.
That's a very St. Louis thought of you.
Thank you. Just after you eat like some really nasty shit. And then-
Oh yeah, get some egg farts going on.
Oh yeah. You're coal rolling now.
But no, it was really cool. And it was cool to see bike infrastructure because the day before... no wait, it was on the 4th of July, because I haven't talked about it on stream yet. Here in St. Louis, I got run off the road on my bike.
Ooh, rad.
Yeah, because somebody was driving it like they stole it, because they might have very well stolen it.
Oh, that reminds me. Whenever we went up to that barcade, when we were heading back, 2 cars fucking like sped like twice as fast as they should have been going around us, and like one car popped up and like put sparks everywhere going around us, and just sped off through an intersection.
St. Louis, baby.
That was rad. It was like a movie.
Yeah, because like this guy had just sideswiped another car, and I think was speeding off to
Leave.
not
Yeah.
be caught. Yeah, and decided to take a shortcut through the bike lane.
That's a good way to get a second or third charge.
Right, if they get caught,
Yeah.
but
Well,
police are never around when they're expected to do their job. Because the guy who got sideswiped, I spoke with him a little bit, and it took him 10 minutes to even get through calling 911. And then I guess another 40 minutes for a cop to actually show up. A cop did pass by, and he tried to flag him down, and the cop was like, "Nah, somebody else is on their way."
Jesus.
So yeah, fuck the police.
We should get a cop posted on every corner.
We should get them in positions where they're actually useful,
Yeah.
but I guess that's a tall fucking order.
And I'm guessing there were no cameras to catch that? Or
No.
Ugh,
St. Louis doesn't have the infrastructure for that.
well,
Like, I was busy popping a curb, blowing out my bike tire, and trying not to fall or get hit, so I wasn't able to catch the license plate or anything, even if there was one.
you were more interested in your own safety.
Yeah.
Some concerned citizen you were.
Yeah, I guess so. Cop would have really grilled me about that.
Right. But then you left before you could talk to the cops.
Well, I waited around for a little bit, but then nobody showed up, and then I went down to. Luckily, there was a bike shop right there, so I got my inner tube replaced for a pretty nominal fee.
Not too bad.
And yeah, so St. Louis has really cool local stuff. So if we want a good community, we gotta. Looks like we gotta do it ourselves, folks.
That's right. Just stand out on every corner. Let's get the people to do it. People's police.
The people's champions.
Nevin says we should get independent AI to control robots and put them on every corner. That wouldn't go wrong at all.
Yeah, I think they did a movie about that in the 80s.
Probably. I think the 80s
It's called
were...
RoboCop.
Huh. You're probably right.
Yeah, we are in exactly the future the 80s imagined, because they were dealing with all this trouble, and we never did anything about it. We're living in Reagan's America.
Reagan's America and Kojima's world, because Metal Gear Solid 2 projected today's climate to a T.
Oh, yeah.
To be frank, I'd trust RoboCop more. Well, it at least would be more logical.
Let's get a Judge Dredd out there on the streets. Oh, wait.
Is that you? Are you Judge Dredd?
No, Judge Dredd is the law enforcer going out there yelling, "I am the law."
I forgot, that's me. Sheriff Dredge. Dredge? Whoops. Yeah, that works.
Somebody's got video games of the brain.
I do. The little Freudian slip. Gotta clean up these streets.
How is it time-wise, by the way?
Oh, you got about 7 minutes. I forgot about the timer.
Oh shit.
Oops.
Yeah, I can make it more.
I did that thing where you're not supposed to
Distract me.
remind cops of
Oh, yeah.
their authority. Because they don't know the law.
I can't argue with you there. I was just too engrossed with your stories. I'll admit my own faults. When I deserve them.
No worries. But it's been an exciting week. Like, I was grinding so hard on that cosplay, and immediately after the con, I'm like, I'm in my house. I feel like I need to be doing something.
Yeah.
But I don't have this crunch time project to be working on.
Well,
I
there's
feel...
always the next one. You feel
I feel
liberated.
purposeless.
Yeah. Liberated from
I'm not...
purpose.
Yeah, it's not how I feel like I should be, so it's hard to adjust to existing in my house with downtime.
It's good to have downtime, though, even if you have to schedule it.
Oh, absolutely, I agree, but it certainly, if you get into a rhythm,
Yeah.
you have to mentally prepare for it. Which is what I loved about the con so much, is that I didn't have a single fucking responsibility. I mean, save that last night, but
Yeah.
I think that's also why I enjoyed Minneapolis so much, or I get that thing whenever I go to any other town. Like, I'm like, oh man, it's so cool here. Man, this is great, I could totally live here. And then I think it's largely colored by the fact that I don't have to work
Probably.
the entire time I'm there.
That's usually why anyone likes vacations when you get down to it.
Yeah, why can't all of life be vacation?
Vacation, where I want to go to. Vacation.
Vacation's where I want to be. Party on the beach where the funny is free.
And the money flows like wine. Vacation is fucking expensive.
Right.
That's why life can't just be a vacation. Living's expensive enough.
Gross.
Yeah, sorry to put a damper on that. But you know, that's life, baby.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Yeah, that's what all the people say, you know.
Joe's over here taking vacations every day.
Exactly. That's how I do it.
You over there microdosing vacations?
Well, I don't know about that, but
Just a tab will do you.
It's a tab on Chrome that's just
Vacation.
a constantly playing like beach sunset.
Ooh, that would be pretty nice. You could look at that from your fucking cubicle.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Kyra, thank you. Oh, by the way, Kyra just subbed, and earlier I forgot to mention because we were on the BRB or the starting soon screen. Wiggle also subbed.
Thank you for the subs. We immensely appreciate it. And that gets us closer to our next vacation.
That's right. That's more money or more time on the old Yowie clock. For those of you,
I've done my time.
For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, we have a piece of art that Dakota, the artist that isn't here right now, no shade or anything, he's just not. Might still be in chat. We have a piece that he adds time to, and he's gonna put in enough time that we can count it as like a professional piece of work. It's between, oh gosh, who was it? Chaz Finster and Nigel Thornberry.
Yeah.
smashing.
Yeah, smashing. Yes, they are.
If that isn't a print at his first con,
Oh,
I'm gonna be tremendously upset.
This Kirby's getting so big, it's gonna crash my computer. You're gonna crash my computer. You're gonna make Kirby so big it crashes the stream.
Kirby's gonna exit the computer. Kirby's gonna get exit into our world, which I think we established earlier is inside of Kirby.
Oh yes, Wazzy is here, Dakota. So yeah, enjoy that. I do not have the piece on me to show you, but you heard it here, Dakota. You gotta have that as a print.
If you wanna see what we're talking about, check the YouTube, look through the backlogs,
Yeah, it's there. You'll find Yowie
search
Day.
the Yowie videos. I should probably just make a playlist of those.
Yes.
Oh, I know what I need to do with this.
Well, do you guys want a little more time for this since you were kind of blindsided by the clock?
I'll take a little more time. How about you, Joe?
We'll go for a little bit more time. I'm actually digging this right now.
Cool.
Say 7 minutes.
Yeah. Can,
3, 2, 1,
I
continue.
can sell this one a little bit better.
God, please, the Mobius reach around. This isn't something.
The inverse carboning.
I was listening to some 3D Sonic music, and there's a song called Eggman that would work really well in a like Platinum Games remix to make it like Metal Gear Rising.
Oh, neat.
It isn't like that, but it would work.
Eggman could also be a Kojima person, like character in their game.
Oh, 100%. They kind of got
Eggman. He's called that because he eats eggs.
He only eats eggs for his entire life. He's never eaten anything but eggs. It also
But then he also has some tertiary quirk that is just out of left field, like
he lays eggs.
because he eats so much of them, he eats them whole.
Yep. And they become little clones of him. The Eggman.
But also he carries around like a vintage boombox or something.
Yeah, he does some breakdancing.
So I'm thinking of like Fat Man from 2,
Yeah.
who was just a big guy in like a bomb squad jacket, but he would roller skate around and was always had a fruity drink on him, like a tiki drink.
So weird. So great.
But at the time I played that, I'm just like, yeah, this is how video games are.
Because back in the day, people actually tried. Gaming nowadays, trash. It's all Fortnite and Minecraft and Pokemon. I don't fuck. I'm just kidding.
Yep, that's all the games.
Yeah, that's every game. Halo. Forgot about Halo. And that cuck Crash Bandicoot.
It's just like games back in the day.
Yeah.
I forgot about the one game we know how to play, says Nevins. Which I assume is referring to League.
Oh yeah, and League of Legos.
I would be all about that.
If League of Legends and Legos partnered up and they just did a whole fucking skin for the game,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty
Or
rad.
if they did a Lego game based around League of Legends.
Ooh, or even if they just released some League of Legends Legos. Hey, give me that Runeterra set. Let me make I don't remember the names. Piltover and Zon. That'd be a cool big old Lego set.
Yeah. One of our road trip buddies introduced us to a new MOBA game
Oh?
on the way up for the phone called Super Auto Pets, I believe.
That's a MOBA?
Or not MOBA, but yeah, Idle Battler,
Oh, damn.
Auto Battler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got the genres mixed up. I was thinking TFT but it's a really solid game. Good enough that we played it for 8 hours on the ride up.
Oh my god. That's pretty rad.
So I mean, I recommend it unless you have struggles with like video game addiction.
No, I can stop whenever.
I don't struggle. I enjoy every second of
Yeah,
it.
that's right. I don't have a problem. I'm actually fine with it. Oh, it's also on Steam. So it doesn't have to be on the phone.
But if it's on the phone, you can take it anywhere.
This is true. This is true. And
But
it's free on Steam as well. But what?
it really flavored the whole trip, and it was genuinely enjoyable.
I was trying not to interrupt you, but that sounds great. What did you do on the way back? Just be tired?
Largely, yeah. I did sleep. I brought a neck pillow, which, for all travelers over, I'd say 24, a neck pillow is a godsend and a worthy investment. I might have to get a second, just so like I can keep my neck stretched whenever I'm sleeping, sitting up.
Yeah.
Because I messed up my neck real hard, and luckily was able to get into the chiropractor today on my day off. Also, if you're able, take a recoup day after you get back from a big trip, just to kind of get back into the swing of living.
Oh,
So you don't have to go immediately back to work, half alive.
Yep. That's the. I never would want to get back and immediately go back to work the next like 12 hours. I'm gonna be dead.
Yeah, it sounds fucked.
fucked to the max degree. How's your piece going along, Travis? We're about there.
I'm gonna add this finishing touch.
All right. What about you, Joe? How you feeling?
You know, it's going kind of slow. I might just throw some little bit of color on here just to, you know, get some color on there. But
Sure, yeah. I'm gonna go grab some vape juice. I'll be right back.
alright.
Oh, you vaping.
I am every day. Don't do it, kids. It's not worth it.
Oh yeah, I vaped like this whole trip.
It does make you look.
Yeah, that's really all I care about. Now, is this actually text? No, this isn't text, so it doesn't matter. I just gotta find a good serif font. I don't know what they actually use in Dark Souls, but Gelasio looks good.
Gelasio?
Yeah, the font I'm picking for the name here.
Oh, okay.
How do you spell that? I don't know if I have.
I don't think so. I think it's irreparable. Irreparable? I think there's something in between the P and the R.
Yeah, it is. Which makes sense.
Typing. You got it right.
I'm holding the wrong button. There we go.
Kyra says I refuse to believe I'm older than 18, so I'm good there. Well, you may not be. Your neck muscles might be.
So yeah, I'm set.
Awesome. Well, you can go ahead and talk about your piece if you'd like.
Yeah. So, obviously the name tells it all. It's Dumpty the Irreparable. And, you know, the Souls-likes have the
Moniker.
fight for humanity as being a key feature of the game.
Yeah.
And so, you know, he wasn't able to be put back together again after losing his humanity.
And he went through and slayed a whole kingdom, all the king's horses and all the king's men.
Yeah. For revenge.
That makes sense. Time and time again, they tried to repair him, but they just couldn't. How early or late into the game do you think this character would be? Just to judge their sort of strength.
I'd say it'd be mid-tier, but it's certainly an optional boss.
Okay, so a bit harder than you would expect whenever you run into it. Like maybe I should come back. Yeah.
Like, there's an area you have to pass through, but you don't have to pass through his part of the area.
He's in like
And so his armor is just built of the shambles of, you know, collections from those around him.
Hell yeah.
Armor he broke himself.
Yeah. I like that he has a big egg spoon. Humpty Dumpty had a big spoon, as they say.
I wanted that because, like, the very 50s way of eating a hard-boiled egg where you just have, like, the one egg in the egg cup.
Yeah. I like that. Let's bring it back.
I don't. hard-boiled eggs smell like farts and
They
aren't
do.
worth the work.
It's true. You know what's worse than that? Whenever you get the prepackaged hard-boiled eggs and you get that gross.
Oh, and they've been stewing in their own fart stink.
Yep. Put that stuff in a bong and then. Taste
Oh yeah, that's how you get your protein, baby.
Of course, with ice. I'm not a heathen.
It makes it go down smoother.
Yep. Do you want to explain our points for the night?
Yes, we're working for ribbons tonight. Again, I just got back from a con, and at this particular con, one of the big community aspects are con-goers will have these little ribbons made that are just little fabric adhesive ribbons with words printed on them, sometimes images. But they'll give them to you for maybe accomplishing something or doing a certain task or just honestly engaging with them. Like I got 2 from somebody who called themselves Sparkle Luigi. And so they had a bunch of Luigi's Mansion themed ribbons they were giving out.
Awesome.
There was a group dressed as Koroks who hid a bunch of ribbons that said "Ya ha ha, you found me," just all over the con. So stuff like that.
That's super cute. All right. Well, I think in this case, let me think. You incorporated Humpty Dumpty. You gave him a bit of backstory. You gave him. I think you incorporated the fun little egg spoon weaponry. I'll give you let's say 16 ribbons.
Yes. I bet it's gonna be so long.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be impressive.
My friend Bailey one year collected. She seeks out ribbons at these cons,
Right.
and one year collected enough to wrap around like a whole scarf
Oh, dope.
on the last day. Nevin says not as long as mine, friend. Yeah, Nevins, you beat me this time.
Yeah, brag about your length, okay? It's all impressive. We see it. Joe, tell me about your piece.
Well, I kind of went a little basic. I went with like Big Bad Wolf, but I always love this type of, the bloodthirsty beast that you find in, either the Souls or like, Bloodborne.
Yeah.
But kind of going with that kind of vibe.
Nice.
Like he just got done with Granny, and he's hungry.
He's so hungry.
Yeah.
He cleaned off his teeth. He's a very considerate. I guess he brushed afterwards.
Yeah, I never got to the blood stain on there. Give it some
That's
that
okay.
effect. But
The tongue is rough, so it just cleans the viscera.
Righty, I'll give you, let's say 12 ribbons.
nice.
Now, you saying just got done with Granny, I'm picturing like you stumble across a cottage and then a massive wolf just bursts out, breaking the entire cottage.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The thing is, like, I had a little cottage thing I was gonna start drawing if I had time, but it didn't really. But yeah, there's like a little jagged door there. If you can see that faint line, he's gonna be kind of like bursting out of it, out of the cottage. But it's okay.
That'd be a fun and scary encounter.
It would.
Definitely a good time.
That reminds me, I'm looking forward to a Souls-like game, Lies of P, coming out.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Pinocchio
what-
based.
that's what this was based on, this whole prompt, according to Bastard Man in the Discord.
That makes sense. Well, thank you again for the prompt. You said Bastard Man?
Yep.
It's not derogatory because it's a name. So thank you again. If you guys want to do
And a chosen name at that.
and a chosen name, chosen by themselves because we didn't edit it. If you got more suggestions, just drop them on by. We'll see what we can do.
Post that link again.
That's right. Thank you. Moving on to our next prompt of the night. keeping with our con theme, I want you guys to take an older anime character and have them cosplaying from a newer anime of the same like genre, fight anime or a mystery anime or cooking anime or something like that. Just to sort of symbolize like an old con goer still at it all those years later. Called it Old Dog.
Could you
New Cosplay.
imagine?
Yeah, could you imagine how we came up with that idea? It's baffling, really. For this, I decided, Joe, do you know a Master Roshi?
Mr. Roshi, yes.
I'd like you to join me Master Roshi cosplaying. And then Travis, you know him, you love him. I'm giving you Zenigata.
Yeah, I know him.
You love him. You love him. He's a cop.
Okay, I do know Zenigata. I just
Oh.
didn't know the name.
Yep. Yeah, the detective.
Yeah,
cop from
you know,
Lupin the Third.
you know how I feel about police.
You love
That-
him so much.
Thin blue.
Oh, that thin blue line's getting wider and wider. Oh man, you just can't contain it. You're puking out.
I'm excited. I'm pumped.
Yeah, you're pumped. Just like the barrel. The barrels don't get pumped. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's. It's just stupid. I got 30 on the clock. You guys ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, draw. Originally, I was gonna give you Lupin, but then I'm like, he always just wears disguises. It'll just be draw Lupin.
Right. But it wouldn't be a disguise because he's cosplaying.
That's true. Maybe if he was in costume, disguised as something else. He just doesn't understand the whole con thing. You can just show up as himself, and people would be like, "That's a really good Lupin."
See, I figured he would do a cosplay, but he'd be like, no, but I put my own spin on it, so it's Inuyasha, but it's also Homestuck.
Oh man, we'll have to do a cosplay fusion sometime.
And just draw ourselves or each other in that cosplay.
Yep.
What's...
You gave Travis
What's
a cop.
French,
You
then?
damn right I did. I didn't
over
even-
here trying to
Sorry.
Aaron's over here trying to get me to go against my morals.
That's right. Every day, every Monday. I didn't even, to be honest, think about him being a cop until right before, and I was like, "Oh, that's perfect."
I know exactly who I'm gonna dress him up as.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alright. You got your costume in mind, Joe?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got one.
Fire away.
Get my brush out, get my brush ready. Yeah, that'll work. I always need to watch more Lupin.
Lupin's
But-
great. If you feel like there's just too much, just start with part 4. You know enough about Lupin to understand the characters, and that's kind of one of the really great things about most of Lupin, with it being episodic, is that you just need to know who the characters are and like what archetypes they fill.
Yeah, it's like the Commedia dell'arte.
Yeah, that.
Commedia dell'arte is like an old Italian kind of stage play where no matter who was doing the production, it would always feature the same characters, so that it was characters you were familiar with who had, pretty simple archetypes and roles they would fill.
Huh.
And it was just different stories with them. And Lupin does that because it's so iconic.
Yeah.
And it can be handled by, because I can't imagine it's been like the same people working on it after all these years.
The guy that made it, Monkey Punch, he's been dead for a while.
So it's definitely not him working on it these days.
Probably not. Let me make sure on that, but I'm like 90% certain.
Here, that it's just like who wrote Robert Jordan, who wrote Wheel of Time, where he's just got like these, Bibles and everything that never got released.
Yep.
And then his son's just like, oh god, I was never allowed in Dad's office, but now I've got all this to deal with. And then Brandon Sanderson's like, I like writing.
Let me write. I'll do it. It's Brandon Sanderson.
Got him.
Well, no, that was
fucking slay him.
That was a voice recording. I just had that queued up for years.
In case it ever came up.
Yep. Yes, he died in 2019. So I mean,
okay.
He could have been, but I don't think so. Maybe. He kept winning awards, so I don't know.
And there are certain creators who just who never stop. And honestly, I one day hope to make something that not only I just want to keep doing stuff with for the rest of my life, but people want to keep seeing me do stuff with for the rest of my life.
Wow, it sounds like you're looking for purpose.
Imagine that.
And that's
but
the great American pursuit.
It's like that, but like Hayao Miyazaki's always going to be making movies. Lupin has been a staple for longer than I've been alive.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be like a James Cameron thing where it's like every story I want to tell can be told in the Avatar universe.
Yeah. I have no opinion on the Avatar universe. I never saw either film, and now there's gonna be 4 of them, 5 of them.
Honestly, it just seems so hack the way he's going about it, because he did a water one, now he's doing a fire one. Honestly, I think he's just gunning for that SEO, which is such a lame endeavor at such a late stage in life.
Yeah.
For a man who self-funded a submarine trip to the Titanic successfully.
Yeah, thankfully. I heard that the not to get too much onto this topic, but the Titan had a 14% success rate with actually visiting the Titanic.
That's gambling odds.
Yeah, that's really good. Oh, that reminds me. So in our D&D game this past weekend, we confronted a dragon, and my character could speak Draconic, and on a persuasion roll, I critted and convinced it to give us a chance, to cure its taint from the Shadowfell in return for an object in its possession. Because we had come there, we were in that session. It was like,
was it like a quest thing?
Yes, it was a big in-game quest item that it had. And in doing so, I asked our cleric if there was anything they could do, and they used Divine Intervention and rolled on a D100 to see if it would work, and we fucking got it.
Oh wow!
It was so great.
Was that the dragon you were telling me about before? That was just almost like a void in space.
Yes. So, we not only got the item and cleansed the dragon, we also made an ally and got a free just whatever you need sort of boon for later.
That's so cool.
It was so great, and for some reason our DM hadn't thought that we would do that, like even attempt this, because when I asked, like when I brought it up, he full on like just sat there for 30 seconds thinking about it.
Yeah.
And
That's the kind of stuff I like to see. Like, pull one over on me, folks.
oh hell yeah, it's so great to be like, it's not like in a malicious way I outsmarted you, but it's like I opened a new path that you didn't even see as the creator of this situation.
Right. And that's what I love. Like, I want my players to like play in the space to kind of outsmart me. And it happens on occasion.
Yeah, and those are the parts that you really truly remember.
Yeah.
When's it
Like, I think I've talked about it on the show before, but like, it was a pretty inconsequential thing. They were just playing carnival games. They didn't know at this particular juncture that it was a carnival of lost souls, and that it was being corrupted by some minor liches who were based on Insane Clown Posse, who were turning it into a dark carnival. But one of them entered a pie eating contest and was a sorcerer and started using subtle spell to make the other people's pies taste like shit.
I love it. You have talked about that, but I love it. That's such a fun idea.
Yeah, and so I try to give like pretty open-ended items or boons or whatever, or just kind of like let people build how they wanna to just so they can use it in creative ways that they come up with that, you know, I'm not going to spend time thinking about.
Yeah. Sorry, I was checking a message. Joe, how's it going?
Not too bad.
I had thought about giving you Krillin.
Oh.
I like Krillin. Again, I don't know how much anime you've seen.
I've seen a bit. Like, I need to actually like watch more.
Have there been
Well,
any
let's see.
that have interested you or that you really enjoyed in the past?
Yeah. I mean, I've always enjoyed Cowboy Bebop. That was the one I kind of started on with. Trigun. Which I was like. Big O. That was kind of just the Batman with robots, but.
So the big Toonami.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But then nowadays I've been seeing a lot more the Jujutsu Kaisen, the Demon Slayer. Those are pretty good. I've been watching a lot of My Hero. So
Okay, so you're still in
My
it.
Hero's a good time.
it really is.
That's one I gotta sit down and either go through again, or I think if I started from the beginning and just went through it, I'd get really into it again.
Hmm.
Because I had caught
Yeah.
up on the anime, and then I read a bunch, and then I didn't read a bunch because I was caught up, and now I'm like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah, it also is like it's in the end game now, and it's kind of losing the thread a little bit,
Yeah.
because there was a time when it was just nonstop go go go, and I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, normally you have like just this build up, payoff, and then there's a break, there's a breather.
Yeah.
But there was just this tension building up, and like it did kind of hit a head, and it wasn't the head I was expecting, which is fine. But then it just started getting very, I don't know, very diverted from a lot of the main events that were going on.
Like you said, it kind of lost its thread.
Yeah, it's trying to tie up a bunch of loose ends with like a metric fuck ton of characters.
Yeah. And it's
And
not really something you want to do.
Not pacing super well because of it.
Yeah. Like, it's good that you want to give the payoff, but you're trying to give it all at once or really condense it.
Yeah, it's not something you want to do after all that build. Like, have these things happening a little bit at a time simultaneously, but now we're focusing on all these what feel like side stories at this point, when all this build-up has been leading towards one big event, and we haven't touched on it in what feels like ages.
That's how I feel sometimes when just characters that hadn't shown up for a vast amount of time just show up randomly. I don't feel that way about, like, for TAC, the people that recently-ish showed up in One Piece, but that's just because I always had them in my mind.
Yeah.
I can't even really allude to who they are, but I think you understand.
No, and One Piece has felt really satisfying lately in that regard.
And I think it's just
which
better pacing.
is nice because I think it was also doing, it ran into a lot of pacing issues, but for different reasons, because it introduced a bunch of new characters, none of which we care about.
Yep.
Just to divert from, the plot lines we
about.
actually care about. Yeah.
Well, it's good that he's given them some room to breathe now.
Mm-hmm.
Showing some more aspirations and whatnot, other than, here we are, we exist. You never heard of us, but we were here.
Right.
You guys are about at 14:30 left.
Cool.
But yeah, if you were wanting to watch Lupin, I would definitely just say watch parts 4 and 5. I think there's even a 6 now, and 6 is 4 and 5 were their own time period of Lupin, I guess. And then I think 6 jumps all the way back to the start. I think it's Green Jacket Lupin.
Oh, wow.
Which, if people don't know, Lupin spans such a long amount of time in terms of in-universe and in real life, like decades, that they sometimes, I guess maybe colloquially, refer to different time periods of Lupin as whatever jacket color he's wearing at the time. Usually it doesn't really matter, because again, it's very episodic. But parts 4 and 5, with them being in the same time, they're very much generally not episodic. There was like one episode where Lupin and Jigen, the gunslinger, went to this castle, and there was like you find out that Jigen is very afraid of ghosts, and there's a bunch of spooky, silly stuff that happens, and that episode was just very, very good. There was another one that I think was just Jigen, where he goes to a town that has guns outlawed, and gets roped into their recent drama. That was also very, very good. It's just a really good show. Definitely recommend.
Yeah, I love some good, fun, episodic stuff.
Another one. I mean, Bebop's pretty episodic. That's a fun show.
Yeah, like it's only got 4 episodes of
Continuous story.
like through line story.
Yeah.
because that's the theme of the show, is that it's all these people running from their past.
Yep, until you can't anymore.
I don't think of anything recently that's been doing that. I'm not one to keep up super well with anime, but
Most anime isn't
Spy
episodic.
Family
Is that episodic?
is, for the most part, yeah.
Cool.
Like there are some chapters and some through lines, but it's mostly kind of isolated adventures with, the same kind of simple goal in mind. So I mean, once you understand, their goals and motivations,
Right.
It's just kind of little adventures of the week.
That's something I really liked about Shin-chan.
Yeah.
I hate that show.
Did you say you hate that show?
No, I miss that show.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's fine if you do hate the show, but
No, I
you're
love that show.
wrong.
Like,
Shin-chan's great. I don't know if you ever saw Restaurant to Another World, but that was pretty episodic.
I didn't.
That's a good show. I've mentioned it before. It's kind of like an isekai in a way, where this person finds themselves at a restaurant that every day of the week appears in a different universe.
Okay, yeah, this sounds familiar. Probably from you telling me about it on another
Yeah.
episode.
That's fine. But each one, you start to get regulars from the universes, and you find out more about their dish and why they like it and stuff about them. And it's a really cozy, fun show. I think it's 2 seasons. It might be 3 now. I only saw 1 season, but that season was good.
Yeah, I'd love to check that out. I always hanging with, my con crew
Mhm.
and a bunch of anime nerds. I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because if left to my own devices, I kind of fall out of it. But it's largely about the community, which is also what got me into wrestling, is just seeing the community aspect of it.
We gotta find a local show to go to sometime.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. St. Louis has such a great local scene. Keep an eye on Team Ambition, and Glory Pro is probably the biggest promotion in the St. Louis area.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Glory Pro.
Yeah, that's how I met Danhausen. Probably months before he got signed to AEW.
The man, the legend.
Yeah, and so I got to talk to him briefly after his match, and just such a genuinely nice dude.
That rocks.
Out there selling his own merch. Axum in the chat bought me a mini brawler that was signed by him.
What's a
So
mini
I've got that in my...
What's a mini bro?
It's one of those little stylized figurines.
Oh, okay. Like you said that, and I just thought of a push-up bra.
Oh, mini brawler. So it's just I'm sure other wrestlers have them too, because it seemed very wrestling oriented, but just a little stylized caricature of Danhausen.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Kind of like how there's Funko Pops and, 30 other different variations of the same idea.
Not gonna lie, that is what I thought of.
Well, I mean, that's the big one.
Yeah, that's why I thought of it. It's the big one.
And then I think, U2s are... I've seen more of those in recent years.
Yeah, I think I have too. Down to about 7 minutes, boys.
wanted to make a move here, but I don't know if it'll read. What does Zenigata's hair look like?
I can't think. It's pretty basic.
Take off that fucking hat.
Yeah, he definitely has hair. I'm looking at my Steam library. I played a game called Definitely Fried Chicken. Definitely Fried Chicken Inc. Sorry. It's called Definitely Not Fried Chicken. God damn it.
That's the exact opposite of what you said.
I know. Well, the point is you're running a chicken. It's fucking Los Pollos Hermanos. You run a chicken joint that's just a front for drugs or whatever. And it's like a simulation game.
Do you get to pick what you launder money for?
Yes, you do.
How neat.
You can even name it.
Money laundering simulator.
Yes, it is. It's pretty great.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of complex, so I haven't dug into it too much. A friend got me Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game.
Nice.
How cool.
I love that game. I played the shit out of it on the PS3 when it first came out.
Yeah, I get to play some of that with you. It was just such a good game.
It really
And
is like a love
we're
letter
all-
to so many mediums.
Way into that movie and like the whole franchise at the time.
Yeah.
I did pick it up when it came out on the Switch, on the Eve store.
I wanted to.
I know Axum, I think, got the limited run special edition of it.
Fuck yeah. There's a couple games that I want to get that I want to get specifically physical. I want to get the We Love Katamari remake
Oh yeah.
because I'm a big Katamari fan, as are you.
Yeah, the first reroll was so good, and so I'm really happy they made We Love Katamari because the story of the game is that you're making Katamaris for fans of the first game.
Yeah.
I'm actually listening to Katamari music right now.
Oh, weird.
Oh, it's just such a delightful time.
It's one of those games that if I'm having a real bad day, I pop it in, and it's just like serotonin straight to the dome.
Yeah, it's
just-
very easy to pick up and play,
Yeah.
which I haven't had that relationship with like Tears of the Kingdom at all, because it's pick it up, get my ass kicked over and over again, and then be like, well, I got shit to do.
Yep. I definitely would say if you haven't gotten hearts, you should get some hearts. Fuck stamina for that game.
Yeah, I need to get more, but I haven't found any temples because I can't even access the towers that open up my map for me.
Yep.
Because it's too fucking hard.
Yep, it's a pain.
Zelda's, but a Souls-like?
Not gonna lie, I'd play that.
You have. Tears of the Kingdom, baby.
Oh, you're right.
I tried to play, not for the first time, but tried to actually take on one of the constructs, and then
Oh.
something just me, and I'm like, wait a second, I can just take these blocks.
Yep.
I still got fucking rocked when it went into its second and third forms, but
I also found that I wasn't utilizing fusion well. That's how you get really good weapons.
yeah.
Like, don't be
But-
afraid to use the little construct pieces that fall off.
I just went into it with a bunch of already fused weapons
Yeah.
that were decently strong.
Also getting some armor. I know I'm basically saying, if you just play it, if you do play it more, it does get a bit easier.
I get to play it a little bit.
Yeah, you get more of like a fighting chance.
I got to play it a little bit on the trip and today, because I've been taking it pretty easy today.
Good.
Except I did get 3. I know I've been kind of slacking on the VODs, but I did get 3. Count them 3.
3?
videos edited and uploaded today, so go over to the YouTube and check those out. They'll be they're scheduled for Wednesdays and Sundays.
Hell yeah. Well, good job.
Thank you. I think I'm pretty happy with this for what it is. I won't have time to color it in.
Okay. I forgive you. I mean, it is my fault.
let's see
I
if
did
there's-
choose it.
I want to see if there's anything anything more I can do to sell the character.
Wazzy says he didn't mind me reading the entire series when we were hanging out. Pretty damn cool. Entire series of what again?
I caught up recently, and it's
You talking
I
about?
think it's talking about My Hero.
Okay.
He's a fucking pause.
Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim.
I could definitely. Yeah, the first two. I knew about that. The first two were My Hero. That's a series I need to get again, Scott Pilgrim. I used to have all of them, and then all of them in color, and they both are no longer in my possession.
Yeah, that's whack.
It is what it is. But one day.
If I had more disposable income, I would totally get you the Evil X's run.
I don't even know what that run is, but thank you.
It's the full color run, but each issue has a different Evil X on the cover.
That's pretty cool. I like it.
Oh, that's cool. I was looking at one of them.
Yeah. Because like the full color runs they're selling now are like these big compendiums, so it's just 2 books, and each one has 3 volumes in it.
Gotcha. I think I'd rather have the individual books.
Right.
I found on Facebook a copy of the. Do you know the Ito volume of books called Uzumaki?
Yeah.
I found that for $15. So hopefully this seller actually
Wow.
wants to sell it. Yeah, it's usually like 50. So I was like, heck yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Good luck to you.
Yeah, hopefully. Joe, how you feeling about your piece?
Well, I'm digging it.
Hell yeah. Well, I got some news for you. It's time to tell me about
Well, you got Master Roshi here, but he's cosplaying as Gran Torino from My Hero.
it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Could you move it to the
Oh, yeah.
move it a little bit? Yeah. I love it.
That's such a good idea.
And then Travis, what do you got for me?
So I got Zenigata, and I dressed him as Yuri Forger from Spy Family. So Yuri Forger is the brother of one of the main characters, and he's an SS officer.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, he's secret police. And so I figured, who would some asshole look up to?
Who would some asshole want to cosplay as? Man, if
Yeah.
only. If only this was me.
And I don't know I don't think it's super visible on stream, but he says, I'm dressed as a real man of the law. and I drew right here a little piece of his actual hair sticking out from under the wig, because, and this is a price tag still stuck to the jacket, because I figured his cosplay would be a little rough around the edges.
Yeah. That's funny. Alrighty. Well, Joe, I'll give you 15 ribbons for a total of 27.
Nice.
And then Travis, I'll give you, I'll say 15 as well. So you got 31.
All right.
You guys want to take a quick break, hit the loo, and maybe tape up your hand afterwards?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
The cactus is looking a little dry. I've been gone for a while.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I haven't been keeping up with my water intake, so it's been pretty thirsty recently.
Hop into it with that third and final showdown.
That's right. One left, 2 down.
This one's for all the ribbons.
That's right.
This ain't gonna be a repeat of the con. My ribbon collection's gonna be so long.
Did you cash in your ribbons, or do you still have them?
I still have them. They're like little keepsakes.
Awesome. I wasn't sure.
This is my third time going to conversions, and so I have my others stashed away in my little memories box with all my badges from cons past.
Aw, how cute.
But I learned my lesson this year, and I didn't attach them all to my badge until the very last day, because I'm going to be shaking my little ass off at a rave. I don't want to thrash my badges, thrash my ribbons.
You gotta go to that rave and become your inner D&D thief and do some stealth rolls. So you can get more ribbons.
That'd be a fun one.
It would be a fun one, though.
Walk around as like an NPC with a bunch of the same badge just taped on and really easy to grab spots. It'll be a badge for stealing.
Yeah. Or be like a merchant and sell some obviously counterfeit ribbons. Hey kid, wanna buy a ribbon?
Make a double set.
Yeah. Well, do you want to introduce this final prompt, Travis?
I do. So, it's a prompt idea I had long ago that I posted in the prompts. But, stopping at a Denny's truck stop in Iowa reignited my passion for this. So you know those shirts that just have an unnecessary amount of text?
I do.
And are usually catered to a very niche consumer?
Like 13-year-old kind?
Yeah. They usually have, a Grim Reaper or like a skeleton on a motorcycle. There's usually a skeleton involved.
Yep.
And then there's just a wall of text about something very specific. About how I go to church and I drink beer, so you better not fuck with me.
I have seen that one.
I'm Jesus' roommate.
Yeah, the one I regret not picking up at the truck stop was "You don't mess with the trucker's wife."
Sorry, I keep having sneezes. Fuck you.
So stuff like that.
Stuff like that.
So we're gonna design a couple of those shirts here tonight.
Right before your very eyes. You'll never
And
see
maybe, if we're happy with them, we'll post them on like Redbubble or something for purchase.
Yeah. The
I don't think
first.
we have quite the following to have a bunch of shirts made, especially of this caliber.
Yeah. It'll be the first truly original content on Redbubble. Known,
This will be the video to prove it.
yeah, known for their possibly stolen content.
What? No, they've got license to sell all of the officially licensed DBZ merch, right?
If they do, that was a pretty good deal they cut.
And so that shirt I got of Goku making out with Luffy from One Piece is officially licensed, right?
Oh, definitely. I've seen that on both sites. Just the two sites in the world.
Yeah, Oda had a heavy hand in that one, I guess.
Even heavier after weighing it down with all that cum.
The cum fruit.
The cum. Oh man, save that one for later. You know what prompt I'm talking about. All right, let's get
Hear
it
that,
going.
eagle-eared listeners? Something to look forward to.
That's right, the cum fruit. Oh, I'll be looking forward and directly at it. 3, 2, 1, draw.
Let's jam.
I wasn't even gonna give that one room to breathe. Sonic's pretty cool, guys. You like Sonic?
I do. He has to go fast.
He has to. He will. I think it's kind of like what's that movie where they had to go fast? Drive? No.
Speed.
Maybe Speed. Yeah. Where they have to go above a certain amount of speed, or else the bus will explode or something. That's Sonic.
Yeah.
If Sonic goes below a certain speed, his heart will just stop. His legs are the thing pumping the blood.
He's like a hummingbird.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a story at the truck stop that kind of inspired this whole thing.
Oh, please.
So we stopped there at a Denny's because
That's what you do.
it was a place to eat in Iowa, which are few and far between. And it's a truck stop, so truckers come in and hang out and chat. And so we were just there getting our coffee and everything. A lot of us were pretty high, because road edibles make a trip go nice.
Road Eddie.
And-
Pretty nice.
Yeah, some road eds.
I love me a good road ed.
But some truckers came in and they had the conversation they had was so just out of nowhere. It seemed like it was two NPCs talking. NPCs trying to pose as aliens trying to pose as truckers.
Are you sure they weren't just AI?
I think just the line between bizarre and caricature is just so thin at this point. Because the thing that started off their whole conversation, and I don't even know if these guys knew each other, but the thing that kicked it all off is, I don't like foreigners.
Oh my god, just out of nowhere.
Just says it directly to this guy. And he's like, yeah, I don't like them wraps they got around their heads.
Oh, so specific. Okay.
And then they just talk about how, they
What are they trying
shouldn't
to
have
hide?
rights. And, yeah, they want the same rights we got. And they shouldn't have it. And it was just more of that.
Well,
More of that.
You were in a truck stop in Iowa. I can't.
But is that just...
It's bizarre.
They
though.
said it like, how's the weather?
Yeah. That's not just that shouldn't just be small talk. You're not just chilling around a fucking water cooler. Oh my
I mean, I
God.
guess that Denny's was like a truck stop water cooler.
I guess so, but jeez, man. Is this what you do on the fucking ham radio too?
Probably. I mean, I get you don't have a lot of human interaction as a trucker, but holy fuck, for that just to be like the opener and no need to test the waters.
I can't even like come up with other. That's so bizarre.
Yeah, it was surreal.
I was gonna ask for more stories about their conversation, but I guess it would just be more of that.
Yeah, I mean, you got basically the whole thing of what they said. It was just that. And then they just had this very loud conversation at each other, like from like 2 tables apart, and just went about their day.
I need to know what Nevin's is talking about. He said, and then the fucking sign said fresh herp, and I 100% thought we fell into a weird dimension. Wait, they weren't even responding to each other?
They were basically just saying statements that they kind of had preloaded, it sounded like.
They're sitting in their trucks just practicing these lines.
Yeah, this will really get them.
I can just
As
imagine.
they have, you know, Glenn Beck just blaring on their stereo.
Just imagine one of them being like that. I saw that cute trucker go in that Denny's. What am I gonna say to him?
Oh, I know. I got the perfect pickup line.
I'll break the ice. I'll break it so hard like I'm gonna break his back.
I didn't know it was a love story.
Yeah, they were actually gay racist truckers.
I'm gonna write a whole novel series, Gay Racist Truckers.
Yeah, trucking and they specifically
Trucking
say
and sucking.
Trucking and gay sucking.
I don't do no straight sucking.
Oh my god. Good times.
Oh yeah, Nevins is right. One had an American do-rag on. The one wearing the American flag do-rag said, I don't like them wraps they got on their heads.
So they're also hypocrites.
Well, I guess they just have to have an American flag on them. That's... maybe he's just fashion policing.
The do-rag
It was just so overtly cartoonish. And I realize I live in a... I'm up here in St. Louis proper, where it's a little more left-leaning. Like, certainly not the most liberal area, but...
more than that Iowa Denny's.
Right, and just like how garishly obscene it was. It just did not feel like human interaction.
Just like that.
So yeah. Anyway, next time I'm up there, I'm going to pick up one of those shirts. I regret not getting one there.
Do you regret not speaking to one of these truckers? Just really getting to know him.
Yeah, find out what makes him tick.
Be like, can I just...
Like, honestly, people who do that kind of thing, where like they will infiltrate like hate groups and stuff and just befriend them, like, the amount of patience you have to have is unfathomable to me. Because there was a documentary about like a black dude who befriended a bunch of KKK guys and just kind of essentially talked them down, and you know, has a collection of their robes because they're just like, yeah, I'm giving it up.
I can't imagine even being able to. That sounds harder than.
I don't know his name off the top of my head. Right. And I want to believe that's the way to go. but just the amount of patience required is insane.
I couldn't even imagine being like, not to bring up cops, gonna be in like an undercover, deep undercover agent or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you would see like so many awful things you just can't do anything. At that point, you can't do anything about.
Right.
Joe, you
But there are
ever
cops that
you ever
probably might
gone
have been-
deep undercover?
Not that I can recall. I mean, it sounds crazy, but you know, I don't know if I have the nerve for that.
Yeah, not for most people. It's for the true blue-blooded Americans.
Oof.
The Superman comic writer that infiltrated the KKK and made their secrets. Oh, and made fun of their secrets. I think that's what. That reminds me of the fucking upper echelon of Scientology.
Hmm.
Like when they talk about like Zebu or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's all
Xenu.
science fiction writing that you have to pay for.
Yeah, it's just imagine paying that much money and then like really believing in all the stuff that they talk about, and then you get to that upper tier and they're like, oh, by the way, and then just start dropping all this science fiction shit on you, and you're like, I'm sorry, what?
Oh, at that point, you're sold anyway.
I don't know, that's such
Like,
a strange term.
All the stuff leading up to it is, like, warming you up for it.
I suppose that's probably true. Did like, I wonder who broke that first? Who like leaked it? I mean, South Park was, as far as I know, pretty early on.
Yeah. I mean, there's that... I forget the person's name who escaped. Because, like, that's not something that often happens, is escaping it. But they wrote the book Going Clear.
Huh. I've heard of
And it leaked a bunch of their stuff, and I'm sure they got sued into oblivion. But what Nevins was talking about with the Superman writer who infiltrated the KKK,
Right.
he did that, and then through Superman comics, leaked a bunch of like secret codes and handshakes they were using to kind of identify them,
That's cool.
and as well as locations of their like hideouts and stuff.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because like he was using it as like a
Medium.
medium to get codes out there to people who could do something about it,
Like,
and I guess it worked.
did he eventually get in like, not trouble, like not like no, but like actual trouble for it?
I don't know. This was something we were told about this past weekend in the car trip. But it's a wild story. But it's super cool.
I'll have to ask, see if Dakota knows more about it. Gene
Yeah.
Yang. No.
Are you
Yeah.
looking it up now?
I'm trying to, but I don't want to take too much time figuring this out.
Oh, I do this to myself.
Well, still
I-
alive. So that's something. Wow.
New deets?
Not yet. I'm on the Wikipedia, so it's kind of like combing through it.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's often the trip through Middle America. Like, a lot of times we're going up to Convergence, which is, or not Convergence, Colossal, which is up in Sandusky, Ohio, and we have to pass through Indiana to get there, and stopping in Indiana is treacherous.
Why?
We got a bunch of queers loaded into a car on our way to an anime con.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. It's hard to look up info right now because he just did something on TV. Like, there was stuff from a day ago. So
Oh wow!
we'll get back to that at some point. It caused a huge decline in the KKK at the time. Hell yeah. It was a radio
Neat.
show. Still. I mean, if anything, that's more far-reaching in America, at least.
Mm-hmm. And Nevin's posted a helpful link in the chat there.
Oh, yep. That would have been good to have whenever I was looking for info. But, hey. It's good
Well, for anyone else there in chat.
Yeah. Read up on that, because that sounds pretty awesome. Also, all the LGBT plus people in the car are allergic to whatever's going on in Indiana. It's something in the air. Maybe the water. Maybe both. No, I don't think people that of people that ignorant would know to drink water.
It's Coca-Cola or nothing.
Right. Well, maybe some Daniels, but not Daniel. Some Jack not. Oh man. Some whiskey. Haha. They're
Unless you want to get in on this episode, Jack Daniels.
They're just really, they're so homophobic they don't want anything to be misconstrued.
I ain't never gonna drink anything with a man's name.
Yeah, I need that Jack on my lips. Wait, no. You know,
Man, Jack's the only man I love. Wait, I mean...
Man, that JD really goes down smooth. Wait, no. Ah, I love my wife. Except for when she talks back.
Damn it, what am I gonna drink now that they made the beer gay?
Just gonna brew my own back of my truck.
Run it through the radiator.
Ooh, yeah. Let's just get a tube going straight from my engine to my mouth. That way I can drive while I drink and no one will know.
I know that was... It may not be the origin of it, because moonshining's been around longer than vehicles have, but a big part of the moonshine makes you go blind thing is that it was being distilled through radiators,
Oh,
and so it was getting full of antifreeze.
I didn't know that, but damn. I remember the only like moonshine makes you go blind thing I think of is a Jackie Chan movie. I think it was Drunken Master. Where he drinks enough moonshine and he goes blind. I think it's temporary, but still.
I was thinking of a Simpsons episode where they're just doing like a little pastiche of Huckleberry Finn, but it's Bart and Nelson.
Okay.
And they go to get drinks at Moe's Riverboat. And Bart's like, just 2X's for me. And Nelson's like, give me the 4X.
That's great.
And he drinks it, and he's like, this ain't 4X's, I can still see. You're watering it down. And it starts a whole ruckus on the riverboat.
That's great. I love Simpsons. I haven't seen Simpsons in many, many, many years, but at the very least, older to old / modern, or old / middle.
Yeah. Was oft considered the golden era.
Probably, yeah. I'm sure I'm not rustling many feathers with that opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like, the style of humor has always been the same. The execution, maybe not, but
Yeah.
it's always been just like, oh, hey, we're referencing that thing people know.
Yeah.
But then you get little niche, subtle jokes that are surprising at times.
It can be a
Like one that,
lot smarter than you take it for.
like one that, you know, it obviously made the rounds in meme culture is steamed hams.
Yeah.
That is just absurd, and it's just an absurdist, really funny bit that I think was. I have no way of knowing how it would have been received in its time.
Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine okay, probably, but not.
It's like, yeah, this is Simpsons.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Steamed ham.
Did you ever watch any Infinite Steamed Hams?
The AI stuff. I was thinking about talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had.
Because I was watching it at a point where the AI had gotten really hung up on like the scientific names of plants.
Yeah.
And so anytime Skinner was making a dish, it was some like tree or flower scientific name.
The daffodilus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Rhododendra hypochondria.
That's so great. I liked that one more than the Infinite Seinfeld.
I didn't catch any of that. Like, by the time I heard about it, it had already been shut down.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate. Also unfortunate, my cat just fucking crop dusted me.
That's what you get.
That is what I get. That's why I shouldn't have fed him in the middle of the show.
He's like, I'll teach you to feed me food.
Yeah. I just need to squeeze him like a thing of toothpaste to get all the poop, or all the farts out. Not all the poop, you can keep the poop.
You just gotta
Roll them
make
up.
sure to squeeze on the right side.
Yep.
I've made that mistake before. Squeeze myself on the wrong side.
Whoops. That's a bathroom trip you don't want to have.
When's the last time you shit yourself?
I was literally about to ask you that. I don't think I have. Oh, geez, the fucking Sonic drowning music just came on. I don't think I have. Wait. No, I don't think I have. Joe, what was,
Ever?
I mean, maybe when I was like a baby, like wearing diapers.
Doesn't count. Come on.
Yeah.
Own it.
No, I think I would rather be in extreme pain than shit myself. Like, I am plugging that baby up until it's time.
That's why you keep a cork in your pocket at all times.
That's exactly why.
It's a champagne cork.
Well, now it's a crampagne cork. Joe, when was the last
Joe,
time you
do you
shit
feel
yourself?
comfortable asking?
Do what now?
When's the last time you shit yourself?
I'd probably say it's probably a good 10 years ago. But, you know, that was from me going on a road trip, had too many of the 5-hour energies, and yeah.
Do those make you
Oh, yeah.
shit?
Oh, yeah. I think they got, like, the artificial sweeteners, and they've also got, like, just a fuck ton of caffeine concentrated down.
Yeah, no, I was actually returning a rental car, and thought I had rip ass, and it was not that.
Oh, bummer.
And you were
I
like,
was sitting like I
It
was
didn't
like
do anything to.
see trying to drive to this Hertz, and I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta get to a gas station.
Oh my god, it hurts.
Yeah, funny thing is the car rental place was called Hertz, so
Now, it didn't do any damage to the rental you were trying to return, did it?
no, actually I caught it just in time. Like I jumped out of the seat just in time, but it was weird trying to drive like that. But yeah,
Yeah. Nice. I know when I last did, and it was a couple years ago in a Target parking lot. Because after the shame of having to walk through a Target with shit butt, I don't know, I just had an intrusive thought of a little jingle in my head of I sharted in a Target parking lot.
that would go viral.
I gotta record it. I got Audacity. I can make this happen.
You got Audacity, you're near a Target.
Oh, you want me to film it at the Target?
Well, yeah.
Own up to my crimes?
You gotta make it legitimate. If you don't, people will know. Maybe
Oh, yeah.
film that.
People on the internet they really
They're sticklers for the
seek
truth.
out inauthenticity, yeah.
Sometimes they're too much of a stickler for the truth and need to back off before something happens.
That's
But-
why AI will never take off, because people on the internet love the truth.
Yep. And then you gotta go up to Target when they're open, demand to speak to the manager, and then show them the video. And then you just
Alright, folks. This is important. This is a big one.
and you tell them I'm sorry and just walk away. And then your apology accepted, whether they say anything or not. Some sharts you do have to apologize for. Joe, I think you also have some crimes to apologize for.
oh yeah,
Well, yeah,
No, it sounds like got out of that one scot-free.
that's true. It was a rental. You signed the agreement. They knew what they were getting into.
surprisingly no damage done to the car at all.
Just your pants.
And even if there was, that's what the insurance is for.
So that's what they mean by blowout.
Yeah, if you read the whole paragraph.
Protection from blowouts.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is like there was no saving that underwear that day. That's all I'm saying.
It happens to everybody.
Yeah, no shame.
And
Well, there's really. I
if
mean,
you're
I feel
out
like
there
it's,
saying you don't shit yourself, then I don't trust you.
Well, I already knew that, so.
you know, honestly, exactly. Like if you don't have the balls to say you shit yourself, then come on.
I'm sorry that I was just born better.
If you aren't shitting yourself, are you even living?
It just sounds like you need a champagne cork.
You might have to launch that as a product.
The 10 paces champagne cork.
Get it approved by the American Proctology Board.
9 out of 10 doctors approve. The 10th one's a hard ass.
He hasn't shit in years.
The 10th one approves of shitting himself.
Oh, so he's not a hard ass, he's a little pervert.
He's a little dirty boy or girl.
I just let it slip.
Yeah, you gotta live your truth.
I'm a little nasty doctor.
I'm gonna prescribe laxatives.
Oh no.
You ever have a doctor that's just like, you need laxatives now? You know why.
That's how you know that you got the 10th doctor.
Yeah, and then you're like, you're kind of a freak, huh? See where it goes.
Doctor in the streets.
Proctor in those sheets.
Is that why they call it Procter and Gamble?
Yep. They're gambling on whether or not you pooped recently.
Man, rich people play weird games.
They do. Us simpletons, we just wouldn't understand.
I guess. I hope I make enough money to take shit bets.
Me too, man. I can't remember how we got on this, and I can't remember how to get off this.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Clean dismount.
Yep, thank you. It's because I have a bidet.
Nope. You stumbled there
Oh,
in the
shit.
in the
Oh,
dismount.
no. I'm back in the mud. I'm back in the thick of it.
Nope. Trying to think of anything else exciting that happened. Like, I feel like I've gone through my whole week. It feels like so much happened, but it could all be summed up to just a few stories.
Well, if you think
Gotta go live more life, I guess.
I guess so.
Kind of back on the ribbons thing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the coolest room parties, it was a puzzle room. So they just had 3 different puzzles, and each puzzle yielded a word. And then there was another layer to the puzzles.
That's weird.
Unfortunately, it was put on by the Masons, which I don't like as an organization.
Speaking of...
Because it's, the Freemasons.
Yeah. Speaking of weird organizations, do you remember... Did I ever tell you about the recent events in Kanye Quest?
There's still events going on in Kanye Quest?
There was an unsolved mystery that they recently solved.
Huh. Alright, do tell.
So, in it, there's an NPC that says, "What would you like to do?" I think? Yes. And if you type in ascend, it teleports you to this, different section of the game where there's a bunch of puzzles, and it's like it's like a test to see if you can get into this. It basically says that the rest of the game was a front, and this is a recruiting test to see if you're into whatever it's called, like ascensionism, is I think what it was. And it
was it a real...
That's what people were trying to figure out for like 8 years or something. There's a video by, oh gosh, who was it? I have to figure out who it was. But somebody put out a video where they actually tracked down the game dev, which was a feat in itself, and asked them directly about it. It turns out that it was all just for fun. They had a family member that was actually like indoctrinated into a cult, so they wanted to do something about that. Like, not about that, but they took inspiration
in
from
reference
that.
to.
But it was
That
cool.
is wild.
It was pretty wild. It's cool that we got an answer. It's a shame that it isn't real.
I'm honestly relieved it's not.
Yeah, that would be pretty creepy.
Especially because, I learned about that game through like 4chan.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I mean, if anybody's gonna get sucked up into a cult, it's your 4chan crowd. But
Okay.
yeah, like this guy was just like the guy who put on the puzzle room, was there on behalf of the Masons, but more just kind of his own volition, because he's like a dork who's also in the Masons, and like specifically a puzzle dork. And I know like they have conventions and stuff for puzzles specifically, and groups and communities for that, and he wasn't really aware or affiliated with any of those. But you know, just some old guy very emphatically putting on a room party with his interests in mind, which is like the most old school nerd thing you can do.
Right. It's just
And
a
so it
shame
was
where
really
his
cool.
ties were.
Yeah, but they were donating money to charity for anyone who solved the puzzle.
Oh, cool. A charity of their
So that was neat. Yeah, so I didn't look into the charity,
right.
but there were 3 different puzzles of different difficulty. Like there was a math one that was just like a sci-fi matching game, and then one that was kind of like it's hard to say, like a navigation trivia puzzle.
Huh.
And each one yielded a word, and then there were posters hidden throughout the con and the posters might have one of those words on them.
Huh.
And then there's a larger bolded word, and you have to come back with the 3 correct words from those posters throughout the con.
That sounds really dope. I would love to put on something like that.
Yeah, it was really neat. Like, we spent an hour just trying to solve the puzzles, and then the next day we're like, well, we spent this long already. We devoted like another hour to seeking out the posters.
Did you ever get like the answers or anything?
Mm-hmm. We got the answers, because if you got the answers, you were admitted into the secret back room, and
Where they recruit?
he had a bunch of had a bunch of ribbons to give out, and it was really cool. And he was just like a cool old nerdy guy. And this was like the last year they were doing it, so he kind of wanted to make it accessible, but wanted it to be fun and involved.
That sounds really fun though. I've wanted to do an escape room for a while. You gotta find the right group.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah. I think we could assemble a good team.
I think so, yeah. We've got enough neurodivergent people to cover a lot of different areas.
Yeah.
And that could probably work well together anyway.
I'll be the math guy.
Sure, yeah. I'll be here. I didn't want nope.
Not on this stream. Not this time.
Not this time. Maybe when you get a little further in Zelda.
Speaking of time.
In the time, you guys have 21:51 left.
Cool. Gives me time to pick out a good font.
Yep.
And get some of these finer details sorted.
Did you ever see, there's an episode of Game Changer that's an escape room?
Yes.
I love that episode. It was so fun. It made me want
Sam
to
is also a puzzle dork.
Yeah.
And then, do you know he hit a message in the Game Changer poster for that season?
No.
People were asking how many episodes it would be, and that was the 9th episode. And he posted something, I think it was on Twitter, that said, "There's nothing up my sleeve," and the picture is of him with like a bunch of magic tricks coming out of his coat,
Right.
and out of his sleeve was coming a playing card that had the number 13 on it.
Oh, cool.
And then they had 13 episodes for that season, and 4 of them were the Survivor episodes.
Those were so much fun.
Yeah. Jacob Wysocki is one of my favorite people from, like, that whole series.
Is that the heavier guy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He
he's
won.
fun.
Yeah, he is hilarious. Like, he's on Make Some Noise a lot, too, and usually he's just, like, the funniest guy in the room.
I'm sure he's probably used to that too.
Yeah.
He just seems like the kind of guy that would strive to be that way.
Hmm. Well, he said he's Juilliard trained.
Yeah. Another episode that was my favorite was the musical episode.
Yeah, they spun off a whole show of that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, good idea, because, I mean, you get people that are gonna be from that, I say persuasion, but, like, you know, they're gonna be theater dorks.
Yeah. They were doing that as a stage show already,
Oh, really?
and then, yeah, I guess got in contact with Sam somehow.
Oh. Or they were probably just, I mean, they could have been they were just fans of the show.
Because Sam is also a theater dork.
Oh, yeah, you can tell.
Sam Reich. Yeah. And, I mean, that theater dork runs deep.
Yeah, it
I
never,
live with one.
it never truly goes away.
Speaking of, there's a new bar that's set to open in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah?
Launched by some theater dorks. They're wanting to launch a bar where the focus is on live theater performance. They bought, were you able to make it up to that birthday party I had 2 years ago at the Way Out Club?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was like an old kind of dive club that unfortunately had to close down.
No, I did not.
But a couple of my sister's friends bought it and have been working on building they want to do like small stage shows and create like a space for that in St. Louis.
That's super cool.
Yeah. So if that sounds up anyone's alley, check out Greenfinch. It's on South Jefferson, I believe.
Are they open already?
They're just about to do their soft open.
Cool.
And I'm sure they're gonna have good cocktails and everything.
Yep, 25 South Jefferson.
Cool.
I've wanted to do a dinner theater type thing as well. I think that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, that would be neat. Alright. What are we at time-wise?
You're looking at about 16 minutes.
Okay. I might finish a little early.
Wow.
We'll see if I can get this font out.
Travis came in with an idea. Executed it. Joe,
See
how's
how
yours
this
coming
goes.
along?
Oh, not too bad. I'm doing just something kind of simple, something that would appeal to a trucker.
Yeah. You know, it's one of my favorite jokes in One Punch Man?
What's that?
When Genos is going into his backstory and like he just fills up the entire panel with very small font.
Oh, yeah. It's executed really well in the comic. Like, they tried to sell that gag in the anime, and it just doesn't sell as well in that medium.
I feel like if they were gonna do it, they should have just pulled pretty much a one-to-one of the joke from the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally put the words up in the background and everything.
I mean, they did in
Did they?
the sub,
Oh.
because like they had, how they'll have like kind of background conversation up top. So they had like this very long stuff going on, and then whatever Saitama was saying was just on the bottom.
So we ordered a pizza, right? And apparently the
Yeah.
pizza delivery guy handed us a flyer for his mixtape. Oh, and he signed the back of the flyer. Holy shit.
Worth some money someday.
There you go.
So yeah, shout out to the official K unit. I don't know what they sound like. I don't know what their content is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fresh music out there. Let's see if we can get them on the show.
You drop this flyer, little do you know, it was your ticket.
Oh, are you the real K unit?
Gonna take it to the top. Gotta be out there grinding.
Yep. Hey, I respect it. Oh, Travis, a small word.
Here's where the real artistry comes in.
Oh, I agree. I've done enough Photoshop edits to know the importance of font and different font effects. And, spacing.
Yeah, and I think just a mishmash of fonts is very, like, it's a hallmark of
Yeah.
this style of shirt.
The flyer is a really bad font that says all you see is pain. K unit on all platforms, and it's got at least 3 different fonts on here. I can't believe you signed it. That guy tipped us.
Hold on to that. Stick that on the fridge.
I will. I'll frame it. I gotta find a second one so I can get both sides.
Now let's see if I can select this like I normally do. Okay, perfect.
I just think of the fucking hat that says like, "Women want me, fish fear me."
Oh yeah. I do want the hat that says the only legitimate forms of art are pro wrestling and ska. That's entirely my wheelhouse.
That is.
Oh no, I lost a word.
Yeah, I don't know where Mom went. Mom's not home. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Oh. What is going on?
Font is weird.
Yeah.
Alright, I know how to fix this.
Just really make it long. You tried making it long. I don't know how to fix this. Let's see what you do.
I might have accidentally deleted it. Oh well.
Control Z? Oh, wait, you don't have that.
I do. It's just
Yeah.
might be quicker this way.
Yeah, probably.
If I... It wasn't Algerian, it was Architects. Shit. Okay, I can still fix this.
You got 9 minutes to do so.
I won't even need it. Can I make this bold though? It's already bold. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking.
Excited. Chef's kiss.
Gonna give it a big old expand.
Yeah, you know me, I like expansion. Westward expansion.
If there's something I tell my friends about Aaron,
Yeah.
he likes expansion.
Westward expansion. Not that weird stuff. Fucking poop DB.
See, that's the kind of conversation I would have loved to have heard in a truck stop Denny's. I'm into expansion.
You know, I'm into
You
expansion.
ever hear about my first inflation?
I ain't into none of that expansion stuff. I'm into joking. You ever tried joking?
I read about it on the website.
Yeah, reddit.com.
Yeah,
You ever been to that site? You can find a lot of crazy shit
some
on
funny
there.
shit on there.
I tell ya. Think I saw my my dog doing some weird stuff.
But I kind of liked it.
Kinda. Yeah. You too? Does your dog do weird stuff on Reddit?
I mean, is that cool?
I think there ain't nothing cooler. What's so?
Finally,
It's
a
so.
kindred spirit.
I told you it was a love story.
Boy, I tell you, you make my Kokoro go doki doki.
Oh my god! Now they're weeb truckers.
Hey yo, you catch that last episode of Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah, I didn't like those foreigners.
But I tell you, when he hit that domain expansion, whoo, had me going.
He ate that demon like I ate that lot lizard's butthole.
I'm a trucker and I eat ass, as you can tell by my hat here.
Sometimes I put it in the freezer, save it for later. What are we talking about? They're just also very old and just forget the conversation halfway through. Probably shouldn't be driving, but you know, Amazon's desperate these days.
Now, if they're ever a snippet for an automatic.
One day. Looks like you fellas are pretty well done.
Yeah, I think I got mine. How you feeling, Joe?
Not too bad. I mean, a little bit more time, but oh well. You know, it's the point across.
Well, you still got 5 minutes.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay. Well, Travis, tell me your art. Sell me your shirt.
I mean, you read it, right?
You're assuming a lot of responsibility on my hand. I don't know how
Fair.
to read.
Joe, do you have the stream pulled up?
Yeah,
Okay, so you can
No.
read it, right?
I love it.
Yeah, so I'd love to see this on a shirt.
I would too.
Is that damn like a Pokemon font? It almost looks like it.
No, it's a font I downloaded for some punk stuff I was working on.
Punkymon.
See if I can find it here. In the meantime, talk about yours, Joe.
Well, you know, what we got here is a cracked beer can. It's a little loopy, and it says "Save water and drink a beer." You know, really get those beer drinkers / truckers.
Yeah. Nothing like a road beer for that
That's
20-hour drive you got ahead of you.
That's what roadhead means.
And you know,
It's
I
the
really,
foam on top of the road beer.
Yeah.
I really think it speaks to the common consumer. You know, so,
Well, now you know that beer can's gay, so...
well, you know, there's always stuff in the water that's being checked for phones.
So now I only drink White Claws before I head out on a big trek.
I don't like them dark claws.
Oh, jeez.
Let's just
Wow.
move on.
Wow.
That font is called DJ Gross, by the way.
Oh, cool. I like it.
I do have the Pokemon font downloaded somewhere. I also have the Animal Crossing speech font somewhere.
That's great. Alrighty. Well, Joe, I think I'll give you 18 points. I don't want to do math. That's that's up to that's 13. 45.
45.
All right.
Trap, I'll give you a solid 20 points. Bring me up to
Woo!
51.
51 ribbons? Look
51
at that,
ribbons.
Evans. Check the tail off my badge. I got ribbons galore.
That's right. Read 'em and weep, Nevins. Talking about your scarf ribbon. It's probably also pretty impressive. Wait, no, that was someone else.
And if you'd like to see these on a shirt, let us know. Pop in the Discord and tell us. I'll keep it here. And maybe we'll throw these on Redbubble.
Hell
And then
yeah.
we can let you decide who you like more.
Yeah, vote with your wallet. That's what we say in America.
I mean, I'm already liking Travis's more, so you got my vote.
Oh gosh,
Don't sell
that means a
yourself
lot.
short.
It speaks to me. I don't know.
Alrighty, well, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you again, Joe, for showing up and lending us a bit of your time.
Hey, it's my absolute pleasure. Love doing this stuff. Always a blast.
Well, we're always,
Always
glad
happy to have you.
Right.
Always fun to hang around and bullshit and just do some drawing.
That's what we're here for, every Monday. And now that con's over, Thursdays, baby. That's right, Thursdays are back.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
You can find
But,
us.
you know, until then, where can they find us?
Oh, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. Just really a bunch of different social medias. Instagram is another big one. If you miss these, you can find them up there every Wednesday and Sunday at our YouTube page. It should be below the chat. Get you a link there. And yeah, we'll see you at 8 p.m. Thursday here on 10 Paces on Twitch.
But until then, happy trails.
Happy trails.
Toodles, everyone.